This is Good Morning Suncoast. We're here for you.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us on this Thursday. I'm Rebecca Vargas.
I'm Don Brennan, along with John Scalzi, who has rejoined us after a nice respite yesterday.
Yeah.
It was nice sleeping in. I gotta tell you, it was nice. It was nice.
It never gets
one more
old.
sleep until we can sleep in.
What's that?
It's Friday Eve.
Yes,
So
little
when-
Friday.
yeah.
Little teeny Friday.
Yep. And we get to sleep in after that.
Feels good. Father's Day coming up this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Got
Got
to
any big
celebrate you
plans?
guys, you too.
I'm going to sleep in. That's my
There you
That's
go.
my Father's
That's
Day.
the best gift in the
Let me
world, right?
sleep.
Absolutely. Looks like the weather might cooperate for Father's Day as well. We have some scattered showers around our area this morning as you head out the door. Showers in progress now around the Venice area down through Inglewood. Light brief shower possible there. Otherwise, about a 20% chance of coastal rain before everything moves inland in the afternoon. Similar to yesterday, daytime highs will top out near 90. And we'll have about a 30% chance of an inland shower, too. Complete forecast, including better rain chances this weekend, coming up in a few.
Thank you, John. Taking a look at Suncoast roadways. Everything is moving along at this point in the morning, looking good for the most part in Manatee County. There is a bit of a backup as you approach 301 from the south, heading north as you approach on 301 State Road 70, so be aware of that. No accident there, but a little bit of a backup at the intersection, and everything else in Manatee County is looking good. You move down into Sarasota County, some hot spots there. Bee Ridge as you exit 75 and head west towards 301 and 41, but again, no accident there. And you move down 75, there was an accident at Sumter Road. That's mile marker 182 on southbound 75, but that seems to have been cleared away and is causing no issues at this point. Now, topping our news this morning, President Obama and Vice President Joe Biden are preparing for a trip to Florida today.
They'll spend the day in Orlando meeting with survivors and the families of the victims killed in the shooting at Pulse nightclub.
The stories from those who escaped the terror at the Pulse nightclub are chilling. Some hiding out or being held hostage in the club bathrooms.
Maybe even 30 of us stayed in the stall, and we locked the stall, and there was like a couple of people that got locked out, and they were just begging for their lives, and he just killed them right there too.
Most survivors say they never saw Omar Mateen's face, but for the first time, the world is hearing the voice of this deranged killer.
Good morning. Do you have a badge?
As a disgruntled security guard unknowingly caught on camera in a documentary called The Big Fix at the site of the 2010 BP oil spill. The FBI conducting a polygraph test on his wife, Noor Salman, who allegedly went with her husband to buy ammunition, telling officers she tried to talk him out of harming anyone. Today, the president and vice president will visit Orlando. Last night, the VP compared this tragedy to Sandy Hook.
It took so many innocent, beautiful little lives. And you would have thought several years later that on matters relating to rational gun safety, we would have made some progress by now.
As investigators and Congress look at how someone the government was warned of multiple times could slip through the cracks, the funerals have begun as the city unites.
This is my city. Nobody comes here and does something like that in this city and just gets away with it.
And just this morning, mass shootings have taken center stage in the Senate. Democrats recently ended a 15-hour-long filibuster after Republican leaders agreed to a vote on measures that would prevent anyone on a terror watch list to get access to a gun.
And the city of Sarasota will be the first local government in the Bay Area to consider banning all military-grade assault weapons, excluding those used by law enforcement. City leaders made the announcement yesterday during a commission meeting, as City Manager Tom Barwin says this is beyond a Second Amendment issue. Commissioners will vote on the military weapons ban on Monday, and if it's passed, the initiative will be sent to Congress. Meanwhile, Florida Democratic lawmakers are calling for a special session to halt some gun sales. This would apply to those on an FBI watch list and impose new requirements for becoming a security guard. Under the proposal, the special session would consider legislation to prohibit anyone on a federal watch or no-fly list due to suspicion of terrorist ties from buying firearms in Florida. Those no longer on the list can buy a gun, but only after an extensive background check.
Changes that many were hoping for. Well, here on the Suncoast, residents continue to pay their respects to the victims in the Orlando shooting.
ABC7's Ray Collins has more on the vigil held last night in Bradenton.
Another beautiful day comes to an end over the Manatee River. Kids play in a nearby water park. Just feet away, an emotional scene is playing out.
Mommy, I love you. I'm going to die.
A man who calls himself Miss Mikey read his poem, comprised of text messages and news headlines, from the shooting last weekend in Orlando that's now the worst mass shooting in national history. 49 people were killed in a gay bar by a Fort Pierce man named Omar Mateen.
So you mean to tell me one man caused 49 people to be buried? But who cares? They were going to hell anyway. 1, 2, 3.
Vigil organizers had children release 49 balloons in the air, one for each victim. Hundreds turned out for this rally here on the Riverwalk, and each seemed to have their own reason as to why they wanted to be here. Why was it important to be here tonight?
Because I like gay people, and I don't think it's cool to kill them.
Just very emotional. Like, could have been my brother, could have been somebody I knew.
Just to be supportive.
Diane Shapiro says events like the one in Orlando should be a reminder as to why we're here and to push for lasting change.
People need to stop and kind of just take a deep breath and put all the nonsense down because, you know, lives were lost.
Meantime, back on the stage, the poet quoted another American who was shot down in his prime.
Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., I hope love wins sooner than later. My name is Miss Mikey, and I am for Orlando. Thank you.
On the Bradenton Riverwalk, Ray Collins, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Thank you, Ray. In other news, the Sarasota County Jail is in desperate need of repairs. According to a presentation made to Sarasota County commissioners, almost $5.5 million is needed for maintenance concerns. Among them, $1.2 million to replace the building's 41-year-old cooling and heating system. Sheriff officials say since portions of this building were constructed in the 1970s, a new facility may be a better use of tax dollars.
The design of the West Jail is so outdated that we're concerned about that. And then we have to ask the decision makers, how much more money do you want to spend in an outdated facility?
County officials say safety and security are their top concerns, and they're not currently working on options to address the maintenance problem. Meanwhile, the Manatee County Sheriff's Office is looking to add more deputies to the agency. According to the Herald Tribune, Sheriff Brad Stubbe made the request to county commissioners yesterday. He's asking for $113 million for the budget to address the need, as well as pay for an increase or get an increase in pay for employees, that is. That's an increase of $6 million, and he's looking to add 21 positions, as well as increase pay by 4% for current employees. Commissioners are showing their support for his request, and they will discuss this budget further during a meeting on August 2nd.
And a new hotel in development in Manatee County is being pushed back a little bit due to a problem with the property. According to the Bradenton Herald, the development agreement for the Spring Hill Suites Hotel in downtown Bradenton is being delayed after contaminants were found in the soil. The problems were found on the northwest end of the property, and officials say it's an easy fix to remove that soil. However, the city must deliver a clean site to developers for the project to continue. They hope to still break ground on the development later this year. Meanwhile, the Bradenton Central Community Redevelopment Agency is looking for ideas on what to do with land on 13th Avenue West and 1st Street. The property was originally supposed to be turned into a Save-A-Lot grocery store and retail plaza, but plans for the project continue to flounder. And according to the Bradenton Herald, the agency is now accepting letters of interest from developers for a new proposal. The deadline for submissions is July 7th, and while the City Council still hopes a grocery store is built on the property, they have not set any requirements on what can be developed there.
In Northport, residents are fighting back after receiving warnings about having boats in the front of their property. The Northport Boat Owners Association has received 400 handwritten signatures and 180 online signatures for a petition to change Northport's Unified Land Development Code. Under this code, boat and trailer owners can be cited and fined for placing their boats in their driveways or front yard. Commissioners are expected to discuss whether or not to place a moratorium on issuing warnings and citations for boats and driveways for later this month. That's tough because you've got to pay to put it somewhere else then.
Exactly.
The look of it isn't always pretty to some.
It's not, but you have a driveway. Why can't you put your boat in there? It's your house. And it's
I
not
think
like
that's the sticking point.
I know
That's
it
what
is.
makes it tough. Well, dozens of parents, parrots rather, from
parents too.
Parrots from Central Florida. They need parents. Will soon be looking for new homes here on the Suncoast. There you go.
Well played. The Birds of Paradise Sanctuary and Rescue in Bradenton is working with Patty's Parrot Palace in Orlando to find new homes and new parents for 46 parrots. All of the birds were raised by breeders, and the rescue where the birds are currently housed will close within the next 45 days. So it's going to be difficult to find them new homes.
Most of the larger birds are adoptable, but we find that the larger birds are harder to adopt than the smaller ones because people just don't have the room or the time or the facility to care for them.
Paradise Sanctuary says it needs financial donations for vet care and food while working the birds into place, or while finding them places. And if you're interested in donating or adopting the birds, you can contact the Birds of Paradise.
They're so cute. My grandmother had birds.
She
and
did?
So growing up, I always used to go walk around the house with a little bird on my finger right here. They're so cute.
They are cute. I had some parakeets, but they can be tough. Everybody thinks it's easy because they live in a cage, but it's not easy to care for them. A lot of do's and don'ts.
But they need a mom and dad, so.
Yes, indeed. Imprinting. In Manatee County, employees at the Swordfish Grill and Tiki Bar on Cortez Road say a popular guest of theirs with feathers has gone missing.
Yeah, he's very lovable. Grumbles is his name, but I think they like him a lot, even though Grumbles doesn't sound like he's a happy camper. But the pet rooster was last seen on Sunday morning. His caretaker, Jessica Barhead, posted about the missing bird on Facebook, and she says she fed him in the morning, and an employee at the restaurant saw him later that evening, but he hasn't been seen since. Grumbles is free to wander around the area on his own and is popular with diners who like to pet him. Barhead is offering a $300 reward for his safe return. See, that's what happens. If you let him be free, he has the choice to leave.
That's right. Grumbles, rumbles.
Fly away.
Yeah.
If he comes back, it was always meant to be, right?
Oh,
that's what the saying is.
Yes.
That's what they say.
That's love, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not hens.
Well, in other news, we are now learning more about South Florida Museum's plan for its major expansion.
The museum has raised about 95% of the $12 million goal to reinvent the facility and make it more futuristic. Museum officials want to add a new children's wing called the Mosaic Background Experience, in addition to other things like a cafe and parking. The museum hopes the new learning center and programs will invite more young guests, get them more interested in science and the future, and teach them about our environment.
They're going to learn about rocks and land and water and air and life in a backyard setting that will be all inquiry-based. So it won't be interpreted for them, but they'll have facilitators in there.
You know, Snooty, the world-famous manatee, the home of Snooty and the Manatee Rehabilitation Center, will also see an upgrade. The museum is hoping to break ground next June on the project. Jeez, Snooty's
like,
going to be like 68, 69 by then.
Yeah, he needs new digs.
He's not getting any younger, that guy.
Yeah, but he needs to remain comfortable.
This is true.
This is his retirement.
Yes, this
well,
is
not really.
Yes, it's assisted living.
Yes.
Now, plans for a new theater could be in the works for Longboat Key.
At all things new all around the Suncoast. The Longboat Key Foundation has reportedly assembled a task force to build a black box theater. The theater will be used as a multi-purpose performance space and could feature everything from cabaret to a touring play. It will be located on a parcel of land that the town purchased for $1.5 million back in 2014. The foundation is hoping the theater will allow people to enjoy more cultural amenities and services on the island. Yeah, because it is kind of a trek to get over. You got to go through St. Armand Circle and then over the bridge.
Cross that bridge.
And that's tough sometimes.
Sometimes in the winter it can be a long haul.
So the actors are coming to you.
Yeah, nice. That's great. Showers in the forecast down the road today. You know, kind of a smattering of showers along the coastline, followed by better chances inland. We'll talk about that and the weekend in just a moment.
And also coming up, Ringling Brothers Circus has a new show that's out of this world, quite literally. We'll give you a sneak peek coming up next.
What does it mean when New South Window says Factory Direct?
It means we have a factory.
It means we eliminate the middleman.
It means you get an award-winning, energy-efficient window at factory direct pricing.
Plus, New South windows are made in Florida.
Ford Florida Homes.
By Florida workers. Because we know Florida weather.
Bring your measurements this Saturday from 9 to 4 to get huge discounts. New South Window. We manufacture, we install, we guarantee. Call now.
We've been slow smoking over oak for more than 45 years. And while sticking to tried and true traditions is kind of our thing, it doesn't hurt to throw something new in the smoker every now and then. come get some slow-smoked chicken wings at Sunny's Barbecue. Order them as an appetizer or as part of a combo with pork, baby back ribs, or both, starting at $10.99. Sunny's Barbecue, local pitmasters since '68.
Getting older shouldn't mean giving up all the things she loves to do. It should just mean, well, finding new ways to do them. Right at Home's professional team thoughtfully selects caregivers to provide help with personal care, housekeeping, and of course, meal preparation.
Oh, that smells so good. Oh, and it tastes good too.
We can provide the right care right at home.
Thank you, thank you. My fellow Americans, as your candidate for president, I will make wing affordable with Spectralite diamonds.
Spectralite diamonds are manufactured in laboratory conditions to equal the finest natural diamonds.
This political message was brought to you by Created Gems and the Bling Party.
Big bling for little change for you.
When you don't know who you are, you can be anyone you want to be. You're coming with me.
Ooh, where are we going?
To the most wondrous place in the world.
Roll up, Tangleville's traveling circus is here!
This isn't a fairy story. People don't always live happily ever after. But we will. I'm Hetty Feather, and this is my story.
I'm Dale Mast, and we're celebrating 40 years on the west coast of Florida.
It's our 40th anniversary, and it's time for a celebration, the Culligan Hydration Celebration. For a limited time, celebrate by taking $250 off any Culligan home system. That's $250 off Culligan water softener systems, drinking water systems, or whole house water filters. Help us celebrate our 40th anniversary, and remember,
for better water, pure and simple, call today and say, "Hey, Culligan man."
The official Suncoast Storm team at ABC 7. We're here for you. Now, the official Suncoast weather with ABC 7 meteorologist John Scalzi.
Warm temperatures outside already at this hour, thanks in part to the dew point, which is now at 73, and a west wind has been southwest, now coming in at about 84 degrees, the air temperature already. We have 78 degrees in Wauchula, Sebring, Lake Placid, 78 in Arcadia. Closer to the coastline is where that onshore flow really takes its toll, with 82 in Venice, 83 in Inglewood and Longboat Key, and 84 degrees in Sarasota. Bradenton comes in a little cooler at 78 degrees. So we have across the nation a couple of hot spots. The low pressure area diving down toward the Carolinas is producing some scattered showers and thunderstorm activity from New York City, tri-state area all the way down through the Delmarva and then coastal Carolinas. As we head into the afternoon, I think the rain chances go up for the Carolinas. Still, I don't think there'll be much of a problem with the Carolina airport hubs or the Atlanta airport hub today because of weather anyway. We do have some slight rain chances along the coastline this morning. This onshore flow of air helping to encourage a few scattered showers around. The heaviest of the stuff has been in Hillsborough County. But we have about a 20% chance of seeing a scattered shower along our immediate coast this morning. Before everything shifts inland, what happens is that you get this westerly wind, and it helps to enhance or initiate the sea breeze just a little bit earlier and push it a little bit further inland. So you end up with all of the rain shower focus becoming in inland areas. Then on top of that, we have this big ridge of high pressure and this dome of sinking air sitting over the peninsula of Florida. That helps to discourage the formation of any showers in the first place. So the combination of those two factors mean that for coastal residents particularly, but inland residents as well, the rain chances are going to be less than normal today. And consequently, without the rains, you get the heat. So the daytime high temperatures will be warmer than average once again, as we've seen over the entire week thus far. Small rain chances, warm afternoon, and then better rain chances on Saturday. We'll tell you why in just a moment. We have some scattered showers along the coast, but as I mentioned, the majority of the rain is going to fall in inland areas today, where the rain chances will be about 30% or so. Bullseye for severe weather threat around the Delmarva today, and then stretching back into the Ohio Valley. That's where your best chance of showers and thunderstorms is. For us, it's not going to be much more than just standard thunderstorms if you get that. So we watch this area for the chance of disturbed weather lifting northward into the Gulf and coming up toward the state of Florida. It's going to be more of a slug of moisture than anything organized. But nevertheless, it will enhance our rainfall chances as we head into the weekend, at least help to. That in combination with a cold front. West wind at 10 knots, and yes, I did say cold front. Won't be much of one. It won't lower our temperatures much, but after that chance of good rainfall on Saturday, it will help to lower our dew points and make it feel less humid around here for Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Back to you.
Thank you, John. As far as your commute right now, it's 620. Still looks pretty good in Manatee County. We're starting to see that normal volume picking up on the bridges there out of Palmetto. A little slow going as you pass State Road 70 heading northbound on 301. No major accidents to report, though, so far. The interstate is clear, and so is 41 into Sarasota. Looks like the arteries out to 75 are just seeing that normal traffic. Nothing major, no slowdowns to report. And as far as South Sarasota County and to Venice, I'm not seeing any problems on the roadways there. Well, the Summer Circus Spectacular is now open in the historic Oslo Theater at the Ringling Museum.
Yeah, it's celebrating its 10th anniversary, so ABC 7's Linda Carson puts it in the spotlight.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Ringmaster Bailey Sloan, Sailor Circus graduate, is back for the third year.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Dancing Gauchos.
The acts that we have are amazing, something that we put together specifically to be this awesome production for celebrating our 10 years.
Like the father and daughter duo who won the hearts of the nation on the TV show America's Got Talent. 15-year-old Sasha started at age 6.
We came from a circus family and we were traveling with a circus at that time. So my dad took up practicing with me so I can do the same thing.
She says this is the best job in the world.
It's really nice to hear people applaud and be the one that's the star.
It can be very dangerous.
The ladder to me is the most dangerous because it's higher than usual. And I have to use that twist the stick at the same time. That's not what I usually do.
So you're twirling at the same time you're climbing. Your dad's climbing up. And she's upside down doing a headstand on her dad's head. And while you're watching her, she's watching the faces in the audience.
I love to see their faces smile and ooh and ah, like, oh my God.
Just what you'll say about the incredible Dancing Gauchos.
Gauchos mean cowboys, so I've been doing this for 20-some years. I started in elementary school doing this type of act because what we do is Argentinian folk dancing.
They're husband and wife.
I taught her. Marta Sori. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Yes.
I'm a circus, I have a circus background.
Oh, wonderful.
5 generations.
And it wouldn't be the Summer Circus Spectacular without aerialist and co-founder of the Circus Arts Conservatory,
The incomparable Miss Dolly Jacobs.
It's an incredible show this year. I don't want to give it away, but the people are going to be wowed. It just goes from one extreme to the other, from laughing to in awe, and just the whole show, 1 hour. I think the people will be just in suspense.
the Summer Circus Spectacular in the historic Oslo Theater. You couldn't find a more beautiful or more comfortable place to spend an hour this summer. And during that hour, everything is beautiful and dazzling and funny. Linda Carson, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
We got to get our tickets.
Yeah, definitely. Anything Dolly's involved in is going to be great. Now, still ahead on Good Morning Suncoast.
Harley-Davidson looking to become a little more eco-friendly. We'll show you the new motorcycle the company is expected to start selling next.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free, and service AndServices.com. AndServices.com.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
Did you know? Many dogs are returned to shelters simply because they lack obedience. Contact Canine Corral about various training programs. We train dogs and their owners. Canine Corral, where the love is.
It's time for my Suncoast's Bark in the Park with the Bradenton Marauders at McKechnie Field. Bring your best friend with you to the ballpark for Yappy Hour tonight at 6:30. Visit BradentonMarauders.com for info. Sponsored by ABC7.
At SWC Properties, we pride ourselves on providing to you the very best in customer satisfaction. To list your home with SWC, give us a call, and don't forget to watch the House to Home show every Saturday night here on ABC7. It's simple. We just market your home better.
If you have a suspicion for harboring prostate cancer, we have a way of diagnosing by using an exquisite instrument called three-dimensional color flow power Doppler ultrasound. Using this system, we can identify abnormalities within the prostate that you could otherwise never detect. The Totoli Cancer Center is the only center in the southeastern United States which has this technology. If you have prostate cancer, we will find it.
Today, everyone is looking for carpeting that lasts longer. G. Fried has you covered with Karastan. With a legacy of quality and integrity, we provide you with a huge selection of Karastan carpets with exclusive lifetime limited warranties. All installed by our highly skilled, highly knowledgeable team. Come ask us why Karastan is the best and most durable. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Florida Studio Theater presents the fabulous Lipitones, now held over by popular demand. A high note leaves the Barbershop Quartet without their fourth member just before the national competition. What ensues is a comedy of misunderstanding, stereotypes, and the path to perfect harmony that critics say has laughs galore and gets right to the heart. Buy tickets now by calling 941-366-9000 or visit floridastudiotheater.org.
Back at 6:27, a Facebook executive is hinting toward a possible change to the social media sites.
ABC's Diane Macedo and Candace Gibson have the details in this morning's Tech Bites.
In today's Tech Bites, the future of Facebook.
An executive at the company predicting that text will eventually go away on the social network. She says in the next 5 years, Facebook will be probably all video.
And it looks like Harley-Davidson is going ahead with plans for an all-electric bike. The company rolled out the Livewire concept bike in 2014, allowing dealers and fans around the country to take it for a test ride.
And reports indicate the electric bike will be on sale by 2021. Now to some 2,000-year-old technology. Scientists say that a device salvaged from an old shipwreck was a very sophisticated piece of machinery that performed much like a computer.
The ancient Greeks used it to track solar and lunar eclipses, but researchers now believe the device's complex gear system was also used to predict the future.
Wondered if it predicted the birth of the computer.
Ooh, those are your Tech Bites.
Have a good day.
When my chronic pain got bad, my doctor prescribed medication, an opioid. It really helped, but it came with some baggage. Opioid-induced constipation, OIC. So awkward.
You sound like you're ready for the Movantok. Opioids block pain signals, but they can also block activity in the bowel, causing constipation. Movantik can help reduce constipation caused by opioid pain medications. Do not take Movantik if you have a bowel blockage or a history of them. Serious side effects may include a tear in your stomach or intestine, and can also include symptoms of opioid withdrawal. Common side effects include stomach pain, diarrhea, nausea, gas, vomiting, and headache. Tell your doctor about any side effects and about medicines you take, as Movantik may interact with them, causing side effects.
I'm so glad I had the Movantok with my doctor.
constipated by your prescription opioid pain medication? Ask your doctor if Movantic is right for you. If you can't afford your medication, AstraZeneca may be able to help.
ABC 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
What does it mean when New South Windows says Factory Direct?
It means we have a factory. It means we eliminate the middleman.
It means you get an award-winning, energy-efficient window at factory direct pricing.
Plus, New South windows are made in Florida.
Ford Florida Home.
By Florida workers, because we know Florida weather.
Bring your measurements this Saturday from 9 to 4 to get huge discounts. New South Window. We manufacture, we install, we guarantee. Call now.
I'm Dale Mast, and we're celebrating 40 years on the west coast of Florida. It's our 40th anniversary, and it's time for a celebration, the Culligan Hydration Celebration. For a limited time, celebrate by taking $250 off any Culligan home system. That's $250 off Culligan water softener systems, drinking water systems, or whole house water filters. Help us celebrate our 40th anniversary, and remember,
for better water, pure and simple, call today and say,
Hey, Culligan man.
Discover the biggest savings of the year on some of America's favorite vehicles during the Drive and Discover event going on now at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota. Get four-wheeler magazines 4x4 of the decade, a new Jeep Wrangler as low as $25,999, or drive away in a new Jeep Cherokee for just $19,999. Get a new 2016 Jeep Patriot for just $14,999. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
So many possibilities worth exploring. Minnesota Flooring.
Looking for carpet? Look no further. Minnesota Flooring has Smart Strand carpet as low as $1.79 per square foot. Installed, no add-ons or extras. Unbelievable? Minnesota Flooring can have in-stock carpet installed in your home in 48 hours for as low as $1.99 per square foot. Don't miss these prices. Visit Minnesota Flooring today.
Hey, I'm really glad that you're taking a few moments to check out this video about the ministry of First Sarasota, Downtown Baptist Church. I'm William Hill, lead pastor here at First Sarasota. For the last 15 years, it's been my privilege to share in the life of this faith community, a community that centers itself around faith, friends, and family. Indeed, it is a ministry that's been in existence right here in this wonderful city for over a century.
Whether you're a homeowner looking for a professional installation or a contractor looking for top quality products, Sarasota Glass and Mirror can meet your every need.
For 42 years, Sarasota Glass and Mirror has been the area's premier supplier and installer of quality glass products for your home or business. As an authorized PGT WinGuard dealer, we know how to protect your home with everything from the PGT WinGuard impact-resistant windows and doors to shower enclosures and decorative mirrors. The Sarasota Glass and Mirror team has the knowledge to tackle any project.
Coming up on Good Morning Suncoast, a sad discovery in Orlando as the body of the boy pulled into a lake by an alligator has been recovered.
Plus, the Florida High School Athletic Association is making changes to keep students safer on the football field.
And the Rays are teaming up with the Bradenton Police Department. We'll tell you why, what they're doing coming up.
Live from the ABC 7 studios, this is Good Morning Suncoast. We're here for you.
Welcome back. I'm Rebecca Vargas.
And I'm Don Brennan, along with John Scalzi, who we welcome back after a nice respite yesterday. A little family day, seeing his son perform his unbelievable talents.
Mixology skills. And he got top 3 out of hundreds.
Yes, he
which
did.
Is
State
so
of Florida.
Impressive. Congratulations.
Yeah, very proud of him. He did great.
Michael Big Sugar Scalzi.
Kudos. Yeah.
Are you, so if he's Big Sugar, are you Bigger Sugar? That's not how I'm usually referred to.
Are his drinks sweet?
What's that?
Are his drinks sweet?
You know what? He created this one all original. It was around the theme of romance, is what this competition was. He created a drink that signifies romance. So he created this beautiful red drink with a little rose petals on the top. I mean, it was really fantastic.
Nice.
Wow. It was very, very
Talented.
impressive. He is talented. He's got that culinary bent. I eat.
I was going to say, I would like that. We'll sit at his table.
Yeah, very, very proud of him. We have across our region right now some scattered showers in progress. Down around Venice Avenue, some heavier showers in progress. Also down around 41. Moving toward areas of warm mineral springs. There's some showers out in Gulf waters, and they will eventually work their way closer to the land. We have about a 20% chance of some of those showers making it to coastal regions this morning. After that, things move inland with about a 30% chance of rainfall in the afternoon as everybody else sees temperatures that climb to the low 90s once again today. We'll have the complete forecast details for you coming up in a few.
Thank you, John. Taking a look at the roadways, everything is looking pretty good in Bradenton and Manatee County as a whole. The bridges from Palmetto into downtown Bradenton are moving along. The Green and DeSoto bridges, 64, State Road 70, all looking good, as are the major roadways north and south. And you move into South and Sarasota County, everything is looking good there as well. No issues or delays, not even a lot of volume right now at 635. There is one accident there on 75 in the Venice area. It's northbound I-75 at Laurel Road, right around mile marker 195. So be aware of that. And then southbound at Sumter Boulevard, also still an accident there, but neither is causing backups at this point in the morning.
Topping our news this half hour, another tragedy in Orlando as the body of the 2-year-old boy dragged into a lake by an alligator has been recovered in Disney World. 5 alligators were pulled from the water during the search and are being tested by wildlife officials. And ABC's Marcy Gonzalez has this story.
Good morning. The beaches here at Disney are still closed today as officials try to determine whether the gator that killed that toddler is among the 5 caught in the lagoon here after the attack.
We're going to continue to go out and look for alligators and make sure we have done everything we can and all the due diligence to make sure we've taken that alligator out.
We're told dive teams found the boy, identified as 2-year-old Lane Graves, under 6 feet of water Wednesday afternoon, not far from where a 5 to 7 foot gator grabbed him Tuesday night.
We are terribly heartbroken at this outcome.
The boy's family was visiting the Grand Floridian Resort from Nebraska. Little Lane was in ankle-deep water when he was grabbed and likely drowned by the gator, despite his father's efforts to save him.
He did actually wrestle with the gator to try to recover his son.
There were signs reading no swimming in the area, but nothing warning about alligators. Disney is now reviewing its signage. Marcy Gonzalez, ABC News, Lake Buena Vista, Florida.
Here on the Suncoast, there are thousands of alligators in ponds and lakes across the area. And if you ask anybody if there's a freshwater body of water, then there's an alligator. While many locals know to watch out for these reptiles, visitors may not realize the dangers lurking beneath the fresh water, and a few local homeowners told us they are extra cautious for gators since they live near large bodies of fresh water. Some business owners see the reptiles often and they know to stay away.
Unless it's a designated swimming area, don't go in the water. Any freshwater source in Florida potentially has alligators in it. Even some of the protected ones, the springs and things like that, can have alligators slip in.
Many locals we talked to about the incident want Disney to put up more alligator signs, or put up any alligator signs in addition to the actual no swimming signs they already have up there.
In international news, Egypt says it spotted the wreckage of the Egypt airplane that crashed into the Mediterranean last month, killing all 66 people on board. The investigation committee says a vessel hired by the Egyptian government has identified several main locations of the wreckage. And based on the locations, the search team and investigators on board the vessel will now draw a map for the wreckage distribution spots. The plane disappeared from radar while en route to Cairo from Paris. And a Palmetto soldier who was killed in a flood earlier this month in Texas will be brought back to the Suncoast today. U.S. Army Private Class Zachary Nathaniel Fuller was one of 9 soldiers who was killed during a training exercise in Fort Hood. Their vehicle overturned while they tried to cross a flooded creek. Members of AMVETS Post 301 in Ellington and the Manatee County Sheriff's Office will escort Fuller's family to Tampa International Airport today to receive his body. Afterwards, the procession will go to Westside Funeral Home in Bradenton, and a visitation will be held Friday from 5 to 8 p.m. A funeral service will be held at Bible Baptist Church in Palmetto Saturday at 1.
The Florida High School Athletic Association is implementing rules to protect student athletes more so. The new rules reduce hard hits during practice, but according to many local coaches, they've already kept kids healthy as they deal with the long season and playoffs. The Manatee County School District Supervisor of Athletics, Jason Montgomery, stresses that hitting has not been eliminated entirely, but it has been replaced with technique.
You still have, live plays in practice. You're still running your routes, you're still blocking, you're still working on your strategies and schemes, but we're able to reinforce the technique.
New regulations go into effect on August 1st, which is also the first preseason practice day for this upcoming season. So it begins. In Tampa Bay Rays, they found some new teammates.
Yeah, the Rays are helping the Bradenton Police Department get more people to come to Tropicana Field. The team has donated 1,000 ticket vouchers to the department to give to people who have made a difference in Manatee County. The vouchers are good for 4 seats to any home game season, or home game this season, rather. The department is looking for adults who have volunteered in the community to help local youth. They're also looking for children who exhibit good behavior at youth summer camp who might not otherwise have the opportunity to go to a game. The first vouchers will be given away to children and staff at Visible Men's Academy this afternoon.
And Tampa Bay taking on Seattle last night again at Tropicana Field. And, well, it was not a quick game, we'll say. Nobody got on the board until the 4th inning. That's when Seattle did. The Mariners took the lead with 2 runs in the 4th. And the Rays, well, they got their second run in the 6th to tie it up at 2-2. I went to bed in the 8th, and it was still 2-2. And then with the bases loaded in the 13th inning, they got the walk-off walk by Logan Morrison. Lomo walked and drove in the winning run, so the Rays won 3-2. And after a little sleep, the teams will come right back at it for a day game today at the Trop.
It's going to be a hot one.
Yeah, maybe, yeah, and there's, day games, not always a lot of people, so maybe Bradenton Police will have to, Shanghai a whole bunch of people and drive them up there today.
You never know. If you had your best behavior, it could be you. It's great that they're going to Visible Men's Academy, too, and what they do there is so incredible. You're going to be going to a game on Sunday.
Sunday for Father's Day? Yep. Going to go to the Rays game.
Kids
are taking them. The U.S. Open starts today. Yeah. There's all kinds of stuff going on.
Father's Day, prostate cancer awareness in Major League Baseball, so Sunday will be a big day for that. Yeah.
You guys are both great fathers.
Thank you. You're just saying that because it's true.
No. I mean, I don't know how you are in that role, but I know from working with both of you that you are. So happy Father's Day to you guys.
Enjoy the role. We have showers in the forecast down the road. We'll talk about that in a second.
My dad is my hero, and I wanted to give him a chance to live life and be happy. Granny Nannies has been a huge help. It has contributed to the health and happiness of my dad, for sure.
A helping hand and a gentle heart. They say good things come to those that wait. Well, you've waited long enough. You deserve to feel fabulous in your fashionable new Fiat 500X from Alfa Romeo Fiat in Sarasota. Boldly innovative, seductively stylish. Fiat gives you everything you'd expect from a capable utility vehicle, like a spacious interior and advanced safety systems, designed and built like a sexy little Sportster. Don't wait any longer. You deserve to feel fabulous. Get a new Fiat at Alfa Romeo Fiat of Sarasota.
US Med has great news for anyone living with diabetes.
If you have Medicare, private insurance, or prescription drug coverage, US Med will ship a new glucose meter right to your home.
And shipping is free.
My new meter uses only a speck of blood, so it's less painful than my previous meter.
If you have Medicare, private insurance, or prescription drug coverage, you're covered with US Med. We're welcoming new patients, even if your current provider can't supply you anymore.
I don't even have to test on my fingers anymore. I can test on my hand or forearms, and it's more accurate than my old meter.
So call US Med today, and you'll have a choice of 2 great meters.
One that actually speaks your results, or a meter so small it fits on the bottle of strips.
Act now, and US Med will include a free prescription discount card. We'll also send you a free diabetes cookbook. This is your opportunity.
So call US Med today.
You'll be glad you did.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
For your plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning, and services is qualified, and service calls are free. And services.com, AND services.com.
Granny Nannies. We've been making house calls for over 25 years. When you need home health care services, there really is no place like home.
Grandma!
A helping hand and a gentle heart.
Now, the official Suncoast weather with ABC7 meteorologist John Scalzi.
So we look at some pretty nice conditions across the region. 84 degrees the air, temperature is warm. And then a little bit on the humid side with a dew point of 73. West wind coming in at about 7. The forecast for today calls for temperatures to climb into the lower 90s, and we're already in the mid 80s in some instances. 84 degrees Longboat Key, Sarasota the same, 82 in Venice, 83 in Inglewood. The further inland you go, the further removed you are from that westerly flow of air's effect on your air temperature. So we've got 77 in Wauchula, 78 in Arcadia, 77 in Mayaca City, 78 in Parrish, Bradenton at 77, 78 Lakewood Ranch, 78 in Northport, and 79 degrees in Punta Gorda. We have a low pressure area kind of spinning around, diving southward toward the Carolinas, producing some scattered showers from New York, from the tri-state area all the way down toward the Delmarva and along coastal Carolinas. Then you hit the state of Florida, the Panhandle, getting some rain showers right now, and the peninsula seeing a few scattered showers caused by the effect of that onshore flow of warm, moist air. There are some showers in progress right now, which are producing some moderate rainfall around areas of Venice Avenue down toward Northport into Inglewood, and parts of Rotunda seeing some showers. This is all gradually, well, rapidly actually, moving to the east. And so these showers that are out in Gulf waters moving to the east have about a 20% chance of making it to shore this morning. A chance of coastal showers. Then, as we head into the afternoon, we'll have a much better chance of seeing some inland showers. Although, even the better chance of rainfall is not all that great, because high pressure, the dominant weather feature, the sinking air, bringing our total coverage of rainfall this afternoon to less than average. So even though the chances are better for some inland showers later in the day, it's still not all that good. Probably about 30, maybe 40% for inland showers later on. Better chance along the other coastline. A frontal boundary sinking southward promises us a better chance of rainfall on Saturday. In fact, pretty good chances. We get a slug of moisture lifting up out of the Caribbean, moving over the peninsula of Florida, encountering that frontal boundary. We'll spike our rain chance really to about 60% or so as we head into Saturday. Then, perhaps, in kind of an unusual fashion for this time of year, the cold front may actually make its way through the state of Florida and bring us some slightly drier, slightly less humid air for Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. That'll be kind of nice. So, small rain chances, warm afternoon, better rain chances on Saturday. With an afternoon wind at about 10 knots, you'll have a light chop, boaters. Forecast calling for several warm, fairly dry days, followed by that good rain chance on Saturday. Front comes through, lowers our humidity for Father's Day and also on Monday and Tuesday. Back to you.
Thanks, John. Taking a look at your commute right now at 647. Looks like out of Palmetto, things are moving along pretty well. Normal volume just picking up. The bridges are clear at this point. So is the interstate. Not seeing any major slowdowns on 41 or 301. A little bit slow southbound at 41 as you approach or just past Lockwood Ridge, but nothing major right now. Arteries out to 75 are pretty clear. The interstate still clear, but as you hit South County, we're seeing 3 accidents popping up right now. One on I-75 northbound at exit 195 at Laurel Road. Also another just south of there in Northport. We're seeing 2 back to back. Let's see where that is exactly. I-75 southbound, there's an accident at exit 182 Sumter Boulevard, and another one just further south at I-75 northbound at exit 179 at Toledo Blade Boulevard. So on both sides of the interstate, we're seeing some problems, and now just a little bit of volume picking up because of those, or volume and slowdowns because of those accidents. So be aware if you are traveling in the South County area.
All right. Well, we put on sunscreen thinking it's going to do us some good, keeping us protected from those harmful rays of the sun. But, you know, you got to reapply after you get out of water. You got to reapply supposedly every 2 hours. So you're not always getting the protection you need.
And they're mislabeled, apparently. Dermatologists recommend using sunscreen with at least SPF 30, but a new study from Consumer Reports show that many sunscreens miss that mark. According to the study, nearly half of the sunscreen products that were tested have a lower SPF than their labels claim. 2 of the worst examples were brands meant for children. They both claim to have SPF 50, but Consumer Reports found the number to be closer to 8. Now, the discrepancy could be in how the sunscreens were tested. Consumer Reports soaked their participants in water, and manufacturers tend to test sunscreen performance on people who are not wet.
Now, the Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey's new circus show is out of this world. Prepare to blast off on an intergalactic new adventure when you go. Feld Entertainment is giving us a sneak peek of the new show at its Manatee County headquarters. It's an all-new interactive experience that gives circus goers a glimpse of the future. Producers say the show, the first without elephants, is a new genre of circus performances.
I think that this is a show that so connects to the families of today and the kind of entertainment experience that they want and the kind of entertainment they want to share with their family together.
The show kicks off July 14th in L.A. The tour will continue across the United States, but right now, no performances in Florida.
Which is a bummer. Hopefully they will
Except
come
the
around.
Sneak preview. You get the sneak preview here in Florida, in Bradenton.
Yeah, they only let us in.
That's all right.
So we got to give it to you. There you go. Still ahead on Good Morning Suncoast.
The Northport Police Department looking to spread more birthday cheer around the Suncoast. We'll tell you how and why coming up.
ABC 7's official Suncoast Hurricane Guide arms you with vital information you need to protect your family and property when severe weather threatens the Suncoast, including how to create your readiness plan and survival kit. Download yours today at mysuncoast.com.
Zooming into the Sarasota Bayfront.
The all-new official Suncoast forecast, only on ABC 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
I'm Dale Mast, and we're celebrating 40 years on the west coast of Florida.
It's our 40th anniversary, and it's time for a celebration, the Culligan Hydration Celebration. For a limited time, celebrate by taking $250 off any Culligan home system. That's $250 off Culligan water softener systems, drinking water systems, or whole house water filters. Help us celebrate our 40th anniversary, and remember,
for better water, pure and simple, call today and say,
Hey, Culligan man.
The home at 19 Walker Court. The agent. The rolling of sleeves. The look over. The look under. The application of dirt under fingernails. Turning over every rock. Turning over every chimney. Checking the nooks, checking the crannies, checking the walls. The floors, the gutters, the doors. Finding the flaw, calling the specialist, fixing it, cleaning it, prepping it, painting it, listing it, showing it, selling it. The sign of a RE/MAX agent.
They care. They take the time to understand you, take the time to understand your case.
There's no better satisfaction to me than to see a client who is happy because of the job we've done for them.
It's really actually very comforting to know that there's someone that you've heard of and you're getting recommendations about that you can turn to when you have a problem.
I felt like I had a partner in this, and he was going to be by my side.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, because Sarasota Ford guarantees you our lowest price on every new Ford every day. Save on America's best-selling truck, 39 years running, the Ford F-150. Fusions, Escapes, over 800 vehicles on-site or online, all on sale. Buy with 0% for 60 months. And now, get up to $2,000 trade assistance. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
The kitchen is where life happens. Minnesota Flooring now offers a wide variety of beautiful quality craft-made cabinetry to make sure the heart of your home reflects your style. Visit us today.
Rose takes her volunteering for Tidewell Hospice very seriously. But she knows how to have fun, too. And that's what she brings when we're invited to visit patients as part of Tidewell's pet therapy program. People love to see her. She really brightens their day. She makes people smile. And in end-of-life care, a smile can be a wonderful gift. Tidewell Hospice. It's more than you think.
Taking a look at your commute right now, Manatee County roadways are seeing normal volume pickup. The bridges out of Palmetto are clear, and so is the interstate. Sarasota roadways look pretty normal at this point as well. It's in South Sarasota County where we're seeing our issues right now on the interstate. I-75 northbound, there is an accident at exit 195. That's Laurel Road. No congestion just yet because of that. And further south in Northport, we're seeing 2 on both sides of the interstate. One right now is at I-75 southbound at exit 182 at Sumter Boulevard. And then another one is at I-75 northbound at exit 179 Toledo Blade Boulevard. Back to back, already causing a little bit of congestion there.
So we're looking at a few scattered showers along the coastline during the morning hours, followed by much better chances of inland showers in the afternoon. But even so, total rainfall amount's not going to be all that great. As we head into the weekend, Saturday looks to be wetter, Sunday looks to be drier, and less humid Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
All right, thank you, John. Northport Police Department had so much success in the birthday party department, they decided to hold a party for all kids who have had, who want some people to show up at their own parties. Decision comes after officers received a Batman invitation to an 8-year-old boy's birthday party we told you about earlier this week. Carolyn Nicastro asked the police department and gave him some invitations for her son Daniel's party because he is autistic and has a hard time making friends, so she wanted to make sure that he was surrounded for his birthday party, and the officers decided to surprise Daniel. They showed up at McKibben Park.
Apparently, no one would attend his birthday party, and I don't think we found out about that until we got there. I guess we expected more kids to be there, and when we found that he was the only one there, it's kind of surprising to us.
The department will now host a birthday bash on July 3rd for America's birthday. They're going to do it at Dallas White Park. It'll include a bounce house and plenty of food. There will be great protection there because all the police will be there. And the party will be from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Oh, that sounds like a good time. And they were his superheroes, so maybe they're superheroes to so many more kids.
Yeah, maybe it was Josh Taylor's idea. Josh Taylor, he's a superhero.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good stuff. Mass birthday party. That'll
Sounds
be
like
fun.
a lot of fun. Any reason to party.
That's right.
All right, well, stick around. Good Morning America is coming up next. Have a great start to your morning.